Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. It's the Bordas and Bordas hotline. You can call us at 412-575-2600, on Twitter at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG. And we have a lot to get into with the Penguins coming off a very impressive win yesterday afternoon on the road in St. Louis. In fact, 3 out of 4 points against two pretty good Western Conference teams, and they did it by really putting a lot of pressure on the puck with all their guys. And Ron Cook of the Post-Gazette is here, 93.7 The Fan, and last night on our showdown we talked a lot about what Jim Rutherford should or should not do, and it's changed over the last 6 or so weeks, Ron. When they were struggling, people wanted a lot of changes. Now that they're winning, people have backed off, and Riley Sheahan has looked like the kind of third-line center that they wanted when they picked him up. At first, it didn't start that way, and his history in Detroit means he didn't score a lot of goals, but he's doing everything right here, including scoring goals.
Yeah, I think he had a goal yesterday, one Friday. He's had 2 in 2 games. He's got 7 points in his last 8 games, and they've been good points, too. They're not empty net assists. They're primary assists. I like the way he's playing. He hustled last night to make a couple plays. I love Dominic Simone, what he has done since he's been back. He set up Sheahan's goal by just peppering Pietrangelo right behind the net there, and it was a great goal by Sheahan. They're playing really well, 12-4-1 since the new year. I don't think Rutherford is feeling the need to make a change as much as he was before. I still think he'll do something, but I don't know that it's going to be a major deal.
Well, yeah, both those goals, the one that made it 2-1 by Brian Rust was just great hustle on his part. He stole the puck from Dunn, the defenseman, all-alone breakaway, and then Dominic Simone just relentless behind the net, and that's unusual to see Alex Pietrangelo do that. He's the captain of their team, probably one of the most surest handling guys in the league, and yet he gave that puck right up, and it was Sheahan. Yeah, it was a beautiful goal. So they end up riding also Matt Murray, who was outstanding, and in particular in this game, I thought with his glove. There have been a lot of people out there, Ron, who are critical of his glove. I thought his glove, nothing better than the save on Vladimir Tarasenko, where he had to go up, and that was a hard shot. It was peppered for the goal, and he got that glove on.
What a week he had, Bob. I mean, you think about it, he had, and I guess Mike Sullivan spoke at length about him today at practice, just how mature he is. Tuesday night, he's at home last week. They have the Fleury Love Fest. He's got to stand at the other end of the ice while all that love comes pouring down at the guy he replaced, and handled that like a pro, like he does. Then the father's trip comes up, and he just lost his father. You had to wonder what that was like for him. Couldn't have been easy. 33 saves yesterday. He's 4-0-1 since he's come back from his injury and his dad's death. Kid showed me a lot. He's only 23. Acts like he's about 43.
He really does. He's a good person too, and all you could do is look at his performance as this year has gone on. And he's been through a lot of stuff adversity-wise, and yet he's answered it. And now it looks like he's playing his best hockey of the season, and that's great. Now they have 3 games coming up at home, and all of a sudden the Penguins can jump up the Metro Division if they take care of home, and they've done that. They have 20 wins at home. Their problems have been on the road, which is encouraging what we saw over the weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Tomorrow it's Ottawa in town, and they're really struggling, and you might look at a couple of future Penguins on that team, Ron. People talk about who's available. Well, Jean-Gabriel Pageau is on that team. Mike Hoffman's on that team. These are names that come with pretty big price tags in terms of their salaries, but they're going to be available.
Well, a little bit different than the Ottawa team that came here for the playoffs
How about
last
that?
year. Kunitz had to win it in double overtime, or the Penguins wouldn't have won a third cup. They've really been struggled, had some injuries. Hockey's a funny thing, man. That's why if the Penguins can somehow find a way to get into playoffs, I think they have a real chance of defending their 2 cups. I'm not going to say they're going to win. That's a lot to expect. But the way things are shaping up, they're looking like they're going to put themselves in a great position.
This is also the beginning of pitchers and catchers baseball season. It's here. Ron, are you at all
Not one little
excited?
bit.
Not at all.
Not one little bit. I don't know how you can. The Cubs go out over the weekend and get Yu Darvish. The Cardinals have added. The Brewers have added. The Pirates trade McCutchen and Cole. Now they got some young players back. I don't know, Bob. It's hard for me to get excited about.
It is. And when you look at of all the teams, the Brewers, what they added on with Christian Yelich, who was one of the top outfielders I thought available, and Lorenzo Cain.
Yep.
How about Miami? They gave up the best outfield in baseball. They had Stanton, they had Ozuna, and they had Yelich, and they got rid of all of them and didn't get all that much in return, quite frankly. We're going to take a break and open up to your phone calls. It's 412-575-2600, so don't be shy. Give us a call. Air your opinions right here, right now on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. It's on Pittsburgh CW.